Hey everybody, Midwest Picker here again for a what sold on eBay video. This is part 2 of what sold because I've sold so many things I had to make 2 videos. My name is Dave. I go by Midwest Picker. I'm a part-time reseller, part-time YouTube content creator, full-time father, husband. Glad you're here. If this is your first time, this is a typical what sold on eBay video, but I'm a lot different. I'm going to tell you what I bought, where I bought it, what I paid for it, what it sold for, how it shipped, did I promote it, and did I put it on sale, and would I buy it again? So these are 16 items since the last what sold on eBay video. The first one up are the birds. The birds are flying. I don't know why. I don't know how. I'm not sure how to pronounce these. Mangelson's birds. These are craft items, just tiny little birds, 2 to a pack. I did a lot of 4. Super inexpensive. Cost of goods is 5 cents. So for the lot, it's 5, 10, 15, 20. So for the lot, it's 20 cents cost of goods. I had one buyer buy 3 lots. So my cost of goods is 60 cents. They sold for $18 with free first class shipping on top. The reason it's free is because they're super light. I mean, you're talking 8 or 9 ounces, no big deal. Not a promoted listing, not on sale. Would I buy these again? Probably. Craft items always sell. They just don't sell for a whole lot of money. And I got these super cheap from a high bid auction. Next is an action figure lot of 2 items. The first one is Remco, gorgeous Jimmy Gavin wrestling figure. I don't know who this guy is and I don't need to know. So I got this guy from a huge lot of action figures. I bought a whole tote full from a guy on Craigslist. The other action figure is a Sun Gold action figure. I had to use Google Lens because he has no markings, no dates, no nothing on it. And from what I learned, it might be a bootleg. So you have to be very careful. Very collectible bootlegs from the 1980s. You just have to be careful when you list it on eBay. Counterfeit items, fake items, bootleg items. eBay kind of frowns on that. These were not in perfect condition. There's missing paint. They do have their clothes though, which is pretty rare to have those included. Total cost of goods for the 2 together, $4. Holy cow. Sold for $39.95. Free first class shipping. They easily fit in a 6x4x4 box. No big deal. These were not promoted, not on sale. Would I buy them again? Sure, if they were in slightly better condition. I got them pretty cheap. Can't complain, but if you're going to buy used action figures, try to get them so they're not missing paint. Make sure the hip action works, the limbs work good, and try to get them with any accessories that you can. That'll increase the value. The next lot is Ogden Cigarettes tobacco cards. Foreign Birds set of 50. So this is a complete set of 50, and these are in perfect condition. My previous video, if you didn't see it, I sourced hundreds, maybe 300, 400, 500 tobacco cards from an antique toy auction. And they're in plastic sleeves and holders and 3-ring binders. Whoever owned it previously took very good care of these tobacco cards. Cost of goods for the set, $2.17. I listed these for $39.95. They kind of sat for a while, a couple months, and then I put them on sale 20% off for $28.76, and then I took a best offer of $26, free first class shipping. These are like 5 ounces, 6 ounces. You easily sandwich these between 2 pieces of cardboard, put it in a poly mailer, easily goes first class. These were not part of a promoted listing. Would I buy them again? Sure, absolutely, in this condition, if I could get them cheap. The problem is a set of 50 in minty fresh condition. You almost never find these, but if I did, I would definitely buy them. Next is U.S. Navy Civil War coat buttons. So I bought a whole bunch of military buttons on high bid, probably 80, 90 of them. And the biggest ones, I looked them up and sold them. This particular buyer, he bought 2 of them together. My cost of goods is 10 cents per button. So this particular buyer, he bought 2 buttons, cost of goods 20 cents. He paid $70 for 2. These are not dug out of the ground. A lot of them are. These were from a collector. I don't know where he got them, but they're in really good condition. A tiny bit of patina on the back, not bad. They're very difficult to identify. So if you want to source military buttons, you can, but you really need to buy a book to identify them properly. The books are extremely expensive, $300 or more. I use Google Lens and Google and websites and other experts online to help me identify these. One button was sold as a 2% promoted listing. The other button was not promoted, and they were not on sale. I would definitely buy them again if they're this cheap. Every once in a great while you see a big lot on High Bid or Shop Goodwill or somewhere, just a mason jar full of military buttons or a little tin of military buttons. If you can get them cheap and they're in good condition, I would definitely buy them. Next item is really cool, but it's really hard to sell. This is a World War II olive drab generic uniform. I got this on High Bid. I believe I paid $20 as my cost of goods. I listed it for $199.95. It's very hard to look up comps on these. A lot of uniforms, they have insignia and patches on them. This had no patches, no insignia, and even the tags inside were cut out. But there was one tag on the garrison cap and in the trousers, and the man's name was written in it. And I trusted High Bid because they had a description. So it was definitely very old. The cap actually had a tag that said 1917, but just because it was made in 1917 doesn't mean it's World War I. Could have sat in a warehouse for years and then dug out of mothballs to be used during World War II. The High Bid auction said that the person that auctioned this off through High Bid was a World War II veteran. So buyers of this stuff are very specific, so it can take a long time. And this didn't sell for about a year, so I put it on sale 20% off for $159.96, and it still didn't sell. Then I promoted it at 2%, still didn't sell, and then I finally got an offer for $120 from a military surplus store out in California. I did list this as free priority mail shipping, which is kind of expensive, but not bad. It fit in a medium flat rate priority mail side loading box. Shipping was only $14. I'm not sure if I would buy this again. I suppose if it was really old, World War I, World War II, maybe even the Korean War, and it was a specific branch of the military with insignia and a name, easy to identify, then I would probably pick it up. Next is a 1968 Royal Copenhagen collector plate plaquette. So a plaquette is just a teeny tiny little plate. I sourced these from High Bid. I mentioned it in the previous video. I got a whole tote, like 63 of these collector plates for basically nothing. Cost of goods on this is 18 cents. Listed it for $14.95. I took a best offer of $12 plus a flat $5 first class shipping on top. This was not a promoted listing and it was not on sale. Would I buy it again? I keep changing my mind. One video I say I would buy it again, another video say I wouldn't buy it again, so I'm not really sure. Next is the NFL Cleveland Browns. I think it's pronounced Rydell. It's a mini helmet. I got this from a Goodwill store for $4. Listed it for $19.95. I took a best offer of $17 plus a flat $5 first class shipping on top. Not promoted, not on sale. Would I buy it again? Sure. They do sell. Just check them, make sure they're in good condition. There's no cracks. It's all plastic. It could be cracked, but if they're in good shape, even used, they still sell real well. No, I'm not sure how to pronounce this one, but this was a dud. My biggest dud in 5 years. I think it's pronounced Sakini. It's a pink head wrap. I bought this literally 5 years ago from a shoe store. It was on clearance, marked way, way, way down. I thought I'd do a little retail arbitrage, get my feet wet back into eBay again. I bought 2 or 3 of them. These things are just junk. They do not sell. Listed it for $14.95. I took a best offer of $9 just to get rid of it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have an offer. I was shocked. And then I changed the shipping after a couple years to free first class shipping because it's just this little cloth head wrap that weighs 2 ounces, no big deal. And I did promote it at 2%, not on sale. Would I buy it again? Never, never, ever again. Next is a Treasure Craft Tiki mug. I got this from a Goodwill, maybe a Salvation Army, I can't remember. When I saw this, my eyes popped because anything tiki usually sells really well, and this is very old. This is from 1960. Cost of goods $1.99. I listed it for $24.95. I took a best offer of $20 plus priority mail shipping on top. You might be asking why priority mail. Well, it's pretty heavy. It's like 14 ounces. Once you put it in a box with lots of bubble wrap and protection and void fill, it bumps it over a pound, about a pound and 4 or 5 ounces. Not promoted listing, not on sale. I would definitely buy this again. Keep your eye out for anything tiki, especially if it's Disney or Walt Disney. Holy cow, those sell really, really good. Even if they're plastic, they still sell good. Next is a 1969 Playboy Playmate wall calendar. Now I know what you're thinking, Dave, I didn't think you sourced this kind of stuff. Well, do you hear that? Well, that was kind of weird. So anyways, I sourced this from an ephemera lot. So I went to an antique toy auction, trains and train buildings and all that kind of stuff. You've seen, if you've seen my previous videos, you've seen all the train stuff I've been selling. Well, at this auction, there was a pile of ephemera, like, you know, Lionel train manuals and booklets. And this was in a blue sleeve, so it was just kind of thrown in there. Honestly, I didn't even know I won it. I mean, I won it, the lot, but I didn't know that was in there. And I just threw it in a bag and put it in my car. And I found it a couple months later as I'm digging through the trains and train buildings. I thought, well, I got to do something with this ephemera. And out pops this Playboy calendar. Cost of goods was less than $1, and I listed it for $19.95. Took a best offer of $15. Free first class shipping, easy peasy. You sandwich it between 2 pieces of cardboard, put it in a magazine clear bag, tape it all up, put it in a poly mailer, and send it off. Now, of course, I had to inspect it to make sure there was no damage. So I had to go through each month like this, you know, very carefully, not to look at anything I'm not supposed to. No tears, no rips, no stains. So that's the life of a reseller. You have to inspect your products to make sure there's no damage, and if there is, you have to disclose it. So it was a tough job. Somebody had to do it. Well, Joey definitely wasn't going to do it because he doesn't know what he's looking at. This was promoted at 2%, but it was not on sale. Would I buy it again? I mean, I'm not out looking for Playboy magazines or Playboy calendars. I mean, if it's a pinup calendar from the 1940s that's worth a ton of money, I would probably source that. But this adult stuff, I really don't need it. It doesn't really sell that well. This took like 3 or 4 months to sell, so I probably would not buy it again. Next is a lot of 5 Smokin' Joe's matchbooks. I think there's 500 to a pack. So this was a lot of 5, free to me, listed for $29.95. I took a best offer of $24. The buyer wanted retail ground shipping, which is fine with me, so that's what I did. The buyer paid for the shipping. Not promoted, not on sale. Would I buy this? Not this particular item, I probably would not buy, but Joe Camel stuff that's odd and rare, like a raincoat or a baseball hat. There are certain things like Swiss Army knife with Joe Camel on it. Certain things are valuable, and if I found those particular things, I would buy those. Matches, even if they're in the tin, are pretty common, so I'd probably pass on them. Another set of tobacco cards, John Player, set of 50 firefighters. Now these are unusual because they're in poor condition. Now I got these from that antique toy auction when I bought 300, 400, 500 tobacco cards, all minty fresh, near mint. Well, these were in a holder and they're just bad. They're stained. Some of them have creases on them. So I just threw them in a pile and took a picture of them. Cost of goods, $2.17. I listed them for $19.95, free first class shipping. I took a best offer of $15, not a promoted listing, not on sale. Would I buy these again? No, not in poor condition, I wouldn't buy them. If they were in pristine condition, then I would. Next is a lot of 5 McDonald's Szechuan sauce. I always have a hard time pronouncing Szechuan sauce. If you didn't know, in the spring, roughly, if you use the McDonald's app on your phone and you had to use the app, you could order Szechuan sauce for free up to 5 per visit. So you could go to McDonald's, you whip out your app, get a cheeseburger combo meal, add 5 Szechuan, there I go again, Szechuan sauce for free. And then when you get up there, you tell them your code, they get your order together, and you get those sauces. You don't have to even get nuggets, and you can get them for free, but it's a limited time. It's only 2 weeks. Certain McDonald's, and you have to use the app, so they're kind of hard to find. So cost of goods is 0 except for my time downloading the app and using the app. I listed them and sold them for $14.95 plus $5 flat first class shipping. These were not on sale, but I did promote them at 2% because there's a lot of competition. There's hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands of listings on eBay for these, so I did promote them to help sell them. I forgot to mention I did this 3 times, so I had 15 packs, and I sold 2 other lots of 5, and this is my last lot of 5, and I'm happy to see them go because I don't want them to expire. Would I buy them again, or would I source them again? Absolutely. Anything that's limited at McDonald's has value, whether it's a Happy Meal or that new adult Happy Meal. See if I can remember. Cactus Juice Flea Market. I can't find that anywhere around me. They're all out. Every McDonald's I go to, they don't have it. So if you haven't noticed, or if you don't know what it is, I'll let you look that up. But the little toys that come in they don't call it a Happy Meal, it's just a meal. The toys are selling for a lot of money. Usually they lot them up 2 or 4 at a time. They're selling for $20, $40, $60. It's crazy, but they're very hard to find. Next is a 1982 Hercules action figure.
Oh, Hercules, Hercules, Hercules.
He's not in very good condition. He's missing paint. But he is vintage. I'm sure he came with weapons and accessories, and I have none. And this is part of that action figure lot that I got on Craigslist. He sold for $14.95 plus a flat $5 first class shipping. Not a promoted listing, not on sale. And I would definitely buy him again if I could get him cheap. So I got him cheap on Craigslist, but if you go to a flea market, estate sale, garage sale, people kind of know if it's vintage, and they usually want a lot of money. If they don't know what they have, you can probably get it cheap, 50 cents to $1. Next item is a valuable lesson from Midwest Picker. Don't ever throw anything away that appears to have some kind of value. So I won this tote on Craigslist of all those action figures, and scattered at the bottom of this tote were random accessories like weapons and a little cart from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like the wheel. Some things were broken. I didn't even know what they were. Doesn't matter. I just took a picture, listed it on eBay, and I had lots of views and lots of watchers. So I guess you could say my cost of goods was free. It's a mixture of Motu or Masters of the Universe and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle accessories, so I put that in the title and the description. I also put in the description I didn't know what I had. Some of it was broken, parts are repair only. That way the buyer knows that they're taking kind of a risk, but the pictures disclosed everything. Now I listed it for $14.95, and like I said, I had a lot of watchers, a lot of views. One guy sent me a message and asked if I would sell just 2 of the items in this picture, and I messaged him back and said, you know, I really can't do that because if I pick out the 2 good things, it'll be too difficult to sell the rest. So he sent me an offer for $11 plus a $5 flat first class shipping on top, so I took it. I did him a favor. You know, he wanted the 2, but he's willing to buy it all. And I figured my cost of goods is 0. He's paying the shipping, so why not take 11 bucks? Not a promoted listing, not on sale. Would I buy it again if I were to actually buy it? Absolutely, yeah. If you go to a garage sale, flea market, anywhere, if you see a shoebox or a container with accessories for action figures, almost always plastic, like swords, shields, helmets, boots, all that kind of stuff, you don't have to know what it is. Absolutely buy it if you can get it at a reasonable price, and then use the app Google Lens. Take pictures of these things and guarantee you're going to find them. These little accessories are hard to find. They get lost, damaged, thrown away by accident, or broken. So people who collect action figures need those things, and they want to add them to their action figure. So if you can find them, definitely buy them. Last item is this bicycle seat. I think it's pronounced Troxel. I got this from a high bid auction. It's very vintagey, late 70s, early 80s, blue and white. It really stands out pretty cool. People do buy vintage bicycle parts for sure. Cost of goods is $4. I listed it for $29.95 plus priority mail shipping on top. I got an offer, or best offer, of $20, so I accepted it. This was promoted at 2%. It was not on sale. Would I buy it again? Absolutely. Banana seats, regular seats, fenders, pedals, all that kind of vintage bicycle parts, if they're in fair to great condition, should sell with no problem. So that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here or you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. That way when I upload a new video, you get a notification. And the men are outside my house on the street installing fiber optic high-speed internet. I keep talking about this. I've been talking about this for like a long time. It should be ready in a couple weeks. When it is installed, I will be going live again every Sunday night at, I think it's 8 p.m. or 7 p.m. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. It's been so long. But I will be doing Sunday night lives again someday. So please put in the comments if you have any questions about any of the items I talked about or where I sourced it. If you missed it, I love answering people's questions. And I love hearing your stories too. Did you source the same thing? What did you get for it? Auction versus buy it now, all that kind of stuff. So that's it, guys. Until next time, see ya.